Hello students, welcome back. So today we are going to start the actual practical hands-on on AWS resources, and we will be starting with EC2, that is Elastic Compute Cloud Instances. So before we begin, you need to know about Elastic Compute Cloud, what Elastic Compute Cloud is. So it is a part of AWS Cloud Computing Platform where you can buy a virtual machine with the term-based access on AWS platform where you can pay as you use. So that means, like, let's say if you're using for 1 hour, then you just pay for 1 hour. And we'll be covering more about it. But before that, let's quickly have a look about various EC2 instances available on AWS. So I will pull my browser here, AWS EC2 instances, and here instance types. So if you go here, you will see here there is a wide range of EC2 instances like general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, accelerated computing, storage optimized, high performing computing optimized instances, and so on. So general purpose instances provide a balance of compute, memory, and networking resources and can be used for variety of diverse workload. Let's say if you have any small to medium scale applications that you want to host on AWS, then general purpose best suits for you. Compute optimized is the one where more CPU power is added. Then memory optimized and namespace has more memory intensive instances. And also you will notice here their naming convention is also different, like it's R starting with R8, R5, X1E, and high memory. Same way if you see compute optimized, it's starting with C, so compute optimized with C. And general purpose you see here like M7, and then T1, T2. T1 is actually not anymore used, but like T2, T3, M4, all these are general optimized. Same way if you need some instances where storage is needed more, then you can go for storage optimized instances. Accelerated computing instances which use hardware accelerators or co-processors to perform functions such as floating point numbers, calculation, etc., then you can go for this category. And then HPC, that actually high performance computing. So like let's say you have a very high performing gaming application, maybe you have a multimedia application that needs a lot of video streaming, or any highly banking app that need a lot of computing power, then you can go for HPC as well. So these are different type of EC2 instances here, and based on need we can select the one at the time we create it. So now the next step is to get started with EC2 instances, and we will start creating some instances. But the first step is we will sign into the console. Here I will use my email ID, and then okay, so this time it is correct. I will go for this. Now it is looking for MFA. If you remember in my previous chapters I have already explained about MFA. So now I have Google Authenticator here, and I will use the MFA code that is appearing on my Google Authenticator. So I will just add what I see on my screen, and then let's submit, and there we go. So now I'm into my AWS management console. If you remember in my previous chapter, I had told that we should never use root account. So the idea here is just to show you that we will not start working with root account. Rather, what we will do, I'll go to IAM console here, and here we will go to users, and we have created this one user, and I will just take the access to this user. So that we will find in security credentials. And here also you see enabled without an MFA. So even we can enable MFA for restricted user as well. That I will show you in next chapter. For now, I will just copy this. Now I will log out, and I will just use this console. So now with this console, we will use the user CS365 user, the one that we have created. I will use the password that is created at the time of creating this user. I'll do never. And now we logged into the restricted user. So this user has, however, administrator access, but not for everything. So this is still a restricted user. And now using this user, we will be starting with the EC2. Since you all know now what are different type of EC2 instances, now the next step is to just get started with EC2. So here you see at the moment there is no instance, no virtual machine running. There is nothing at the moment because nothing is in use. So now we will start as a first step to create an instance, and then I will also be explaining you gradually what images are, what is EBS, that is actually elastic block storage. So you can say that a kind of your VMs or your EC2 instance disk that will hold your operating system for the VM. Then network and security center. Then we also have load balancing here. There is auto scaling. So there are many features that we will be doing here through this short Amazon Cloud Administrator series. So that is it for this chapter. See you in next chapter where we will be starting creating the instance. So subscribe, like and hit bell icon to my channel. Thank you.